welcome to this video of the next level of Ready Player Pete show, Alien Isolation, called Mission 5, The Quarantine. This mission, you have to keep a low profile and keep low, because you need to get to the dispensary to get to the computer terminal for the code. The code that you need to find Morley's office. And once you find the code for Morley's office, you have to head down to medical. Get the medical supplies, then grab it and take it back to Nina Taylor and Samuels. So now, here are the tips that you have to get started on the level 5 mission. First up, hint 1 is you have to stay quiet because the alien can track human voices. In the options menu, while you pause the game, if you leave the voice detection, that will cause a lot of noise when you put on your headset, because you have the mic right on the side of your face, of your mouth. Because if you make a lot of noise and anything around you, you're gonna have to keep quiet. Because if you don't want to get too much attention with the noise, you just go to pause menu and when you pause the game, and you just go to options, and when you see game, then you go to game, you go scroll down to voice detection. And then if you want the voice detection to be turning off or on, because if you turn it off, then nobody cannot even hear you. Not even survivors, the alien, or the synthetic androids. And also, don't shoot guns, because I will tell you now of this hint. Because if you shoot a revolver, the alien might track the noise if you accidentally. So you might want to conceal your revolver, because the revolver might be a perfect weapon that might take down survivors, but you might not gonna draw attention to yourself. But the alien might track the noise. So you have to be aware of yourself and not to use it, and try not to accidentally shoot. Hint 2, keep your distance. In this hint, you have to make sure that the alien is going to a right direction. If you go to a right direction when the alien is going to a wrong direction, if he's going to other places, you have to make sure you're nearby the alien. Because the alien is trying to patrol around looking for victims. But if you're lucky to keep your distance, you had to try not to be seen or try not to be censored. And also you had to is that you try not let the door, when the doors are open, you have to make sure the alien get past you if you can pass a room. And that's how if you want to keep your distance, so you have to keep yourself away. And hint 3, don't run, crouch, no footsteps. In this hint, you need to not to run, because I'll tell you why right now. Running is your last resort, because it may be an optional for only for you players, but the alien might track the noise, because I know you players are probably getting nervous and probably getting stressed out. They're trying to get away from it, but running is your last resort. But the alien is probably can track the noise when you're running, because running generates noise. But don't try to panic yourself if you think you can try to run away, if you're trying to get away. But if you crouch is making less noise. It may slow you down, but you have to. But it will take some time to stay quiet. But you still gotta stay quiet if you want to invade the alien. But try not to run. But no footsteps. You can walk or crouch. Those are the only 2 quiet options that you want to keep it silent, to not to be detection by the alien hear the sound. Because the alien will attack if you absolute run, if you feel like you're panicking or you're nervous or frightened, or you're a bit scared. So next we move on to hint 4 is while you're hiding in the locker, don't hold the motion tracker too long or else the alien will know where you are hiding. But in the locker, that locker is a really nice place to hide. While you're holding the motion tracker inside, you can keep an eye on the alien. You can keep an eye on the alien on the motion tracker, but you cannot hold it for too long. While you're hiding in the area, when the alien enters the area where you're hiding, you cannot hold it for too long because the alien can also track the bleeping pings while you're holding the motion tracker. Because the bleeping pings making noise while you hold it up for a whole lot too long. Because if the alien hears the motion tracker bleeping pings, then the alien might know you're there. Let go of the motion tracker and try not to let the bleeping ping noise to be making alert awareness to the alien. And wait for a while while you're hiding there to put your motion tracker down and wait for the alien to come out of the area while you're hiding, and then you can track the alien and take out your motion tracker and know where the alien is going. Now, then we move on to the next hint on that we always have to be aware. Aware of this hint is hint 5. In this hint, you have to be aware of the numbers on your motion tracker. Because I'll tell you of this hint. Because this motion tracker is the key to your survival. You might want to need it to know where they are and know where they've been. Because you might need it if they're too far away, if they're nearby, or they're close. But while you're holding the motion tracker while you're moving around in this mission, when the alien is walking around in the level 5 mission, while you pop up the motion tracker, on the bottom teeny left corner of the screen of the motion tracker while you're holding the motion tracker, there are numbers. The numbers, that means that when the alien or survivors or Sixth and synthetic androids are far or close and nearby. And when the number is here, that means that when the numbers goes high, that means that they are too far away. They're too far away and the closest clear. And when the numbers go all the way to the middle when it's going down fast, that means the enemy is nearby. If the alien is nearby, so you're a little bit closest clear, but you have to be aware that you try not to be seen. But if the numbers go fully all the way down fast, if you see it go down fast, that means they're getting close. So you have to hide somewhere, anywhere, and anywhere in any place. So you have to be aware of the numbers and your detection where they're moving. So you gotta use it well with the motion tracker, because the motion tracker is a very important tool and your key to your survival of this gameplay. Hint 6, don't go under and enter the vents. Because first up, don't go under. Because I will tell you about this. The alien may be inside the vents, moving around while you holding the motion tracker that you know he's not on the ground when he's not out of the vents. And because the alien is in the vents when you're holding the motion tracker, but you got to be aware. Because if you look up in the ceiling, you have to keep eyes on the ceiling. Because the ceiling had vents. The alien might gonna drool some drooling like acid, waiting for you to go under. Because the alien's waiting for you to go under, because if you go under it, the alien will grab and ready to kill. But if you wait for him for a while and let the alien stop drooling out of the vent waiting for you to go under, then the alien will move on and crawl under, all the way to other place into the vent. And for the next, do not go enter the vent, but I'll tell you this now. Because if you enter the vent, it may be safe as you think, but it's not safe as you think. Because you have to be aware of it, that you had to make sure you keep your motion tracker very, very, very watched of where the alien is at. If the alien is outside of the vents or alien is still inside the vents, because it's not safe in the vents if the alien may be in there looking for someone is inside. So if the alien's inside the vent, so you probably have to be very extreme caution. So you have to be aware if you're thinking the alien's outside the vent or inside. Hint 7. Hide under the gurney and under the desk without being seen. Because in this hint, you cannot even, it's not just only going to be lockers going to keep you hiding. Because you have to find someplace else to hide. To hide anywhere that you need to think fast before the alien comes over to you. The gurney is maybe enough, but you have to crouch down and go under it. You have to go under it and try not to be seen. It may not be enough, but you have to try not to be seen. But if the alien gets to see, if you have the feeling that the alien might see you, if the alien gets too close, that you have to move out under there and try not to be seen. If the alien turns around and or if they walk around, you have to follow the alien's movements. And you have to go under and under again and come back out to follow its movements to try not to be seen. And hide under a desk as well. It may be suitable because it is suitable because it try not to touch the alien as well while you're under there. Because if you touch the alien's feet while it's walking around, it might know that you're hiding under there, but it will not see you, and the alien might hiss or might make a growl. But you have to be aware that you try not to get too close to get to the alien. If you have a feeling that the alien's too close to you while you're hiding under there, you don't have to worry. You just have to be alert for where the alien is at. If you don't know where he is, if he's in the area around where you are hiding on the desk or gurney. So you have to be much more careful where you have to keep your distance when you're hiding there. And hint 8. Don't throw the Molotov too close to you or you will die. In this hint, in this mission, you might find a blueprint on the desk, because this blueprint, it means you can create a Molotov. The Molotov is a bottle with a cloth with a flame. It is a useful device that it is with a bottle that you can use it against the alien, but just only for now. But because it's the only thing that you have to use it against the alien to make it retreat, because the alien is afraid of flames. But not to kill the alien, just only to make it retreat, only for now, to give you more time. But it will come back again, it is really soon, to patrol around to look for victims. So now, when the alien patrols around, when you create with that Molotov, with the blueprint, when you have all the components all together to create the Molotov, when the alien sees you, when the alien is too far, while you take out a Molotov, you can toss it at a far distance where the alien is at. Because it's the safest to keep you away from not dying when you instead of too close. And to make the alien retreat only for now. But if the alien gets too close when he sees you, if you toss the Molotov too close and toss it at the alien when the alien's too close, you will die with it with the Molotov along with it. And the alien will not just only get to kill you, you only kill yourself with the Molotov. So you have to make sure you have to be very far away from the alien to toss the Molotov. So try not to get too close to make the alien get close to you, to make you toss the Molotov close. So you have to be much more careful with that device. And hint 9, don't waste fuel with the flamethrower, just tap the button to save the fuel. In this hint, you have the flamethrower, and then after the mission on mission 5, but you have to save the fuel. But we'll have to get to that, because in this hint, you do have the really great weapon. It's really a good weapon against the alien to make the alien retreat. But the flamethrower is not unlimited. It's not unlimited of all flames, and the fuel is not even unlimited either, because it's a waste of a lot of fuel. So you have to watch your flame counter. The counter is going down when you use it. So if I were to do this of all of you players, I'd rather probably not to waste it. Do not hold down the R2 button. If you hold the R2 button, then you waste all your fuel, all the fuel of your flamethrower. If you waste it on the alien too much, if you wasted all the fuel, then there's not enough fuel that you're gonna have left to make the alien retreat to get him out of your way. But if you want to save your fuel in your flamethrower, you can tap the flamethrower with the flame just to save it. Just tap the button with the R2 button to tap it to give the alien a couple of flames to make the alien retreat. So when the alien is getting flame tapped multiple times with the flames, then the alien will retreat, and then you'll save the fuel when the alien comes back. And hint 10, search everything closely and carefully. Look in drawers, cabinets, and desk while on the computer terminal. Follow the number code to open doors to scavenge, because you need to look very carefully. You might look everywhere, wherever areas you go, because whatever tables or desks and cabinets or drawers, because one of these are the things you might want to look for and carefully, because it's called scavenging, to look for components for your devices that you might need, because you need these components to refill up your own devices, because you really need them. Very importantly, you need these to rebuild up for like devices, like need them to distract them, or you need to draw them to give them a fight, or anything like it, to do with any means necessary to do any components that you need to find. And also, if you find a room that has a computer terminal, you have to look carefully and memorize the code. The number codes that you have to look at the computer terminal that is telling you that you had to follow. You had to follow and memorize the code while you're at the door to memorize the numbers. And while you memorize the numbers of the code to open doors, then you found and memorized the code, and then the door will open, and then you see much more of components and much more scraps and parts for more of your devices. So if you look carefully and closely and take much time as you need to look around and to see what's around in each room, and see whatever it takes to do with it. If you wanted to make more devices, the more parts of the component scavenging you find, the more devices you may rebuild. Hint 11. When you got caught seen by a survivor, don't shoot back. Just hide quick and let the alien kill the survivors. And in this hint, you have to try to not to shoot back, because I'll tell you this hint of this last one. When the survivor is turning around and sees you, and if you didn't know that the survivor sees you, that is behind you or in front of you. That if they see you, if they start shooting, that they may shoot you and lose lose a little bit of your health. But if they start shooting, don't shoot back, because if you shoot back at them, if the alien is gonna come out of the vents, because the alien can hear noises in combat or shootings. So if the alien that comes out of the vents, don't shoot back. If you shoot back, the alien will kill you first and the survivors. Or if the alien will kill the survivors first or kill you. But in this hint, you had to not to shoot back at the survivors. And do not fight back. Because these survivors just only gonna shoot you, but just run and think fast and hide wherever you think faster and whatever you can. Because you have to hide and quick. If the survivors keep shooting, and while you hide and when they search for you, when the alien hears the sound, you have to think fast and before the alien comes. And before the alien comes, if you made it just in time to hide and let the survivors search for you, then the alien will draw to the sound and let the alien kill the survivors, and don't let the alien see you that you're hiding. Just let the alien continue on killing survivors. If the alien kill the survivors, then the alien will take care of it for you and let the survivors get out of your way. And then you have to be patient. After all the aliens are, when all the survivors are dead, when all the survivors are dead, that you have to be patient and wait for the alien to walk away, but give it the time for the alien to walk around. And when the alien walks around, then when the alien's done patrolling around and get back to the vent, the coast is clear and the survivors are down, then you're very free to go to where you need to go. That'll be all for today. Like this video and then hit the notification button and hit your comments down below. I'm really an expert of this game, and if you want to be a big pro of this game, so I'll be here if you have any further questions, if you ever want to give me any further answers, right here at Ready Player Pete Show. We're ready for you into the next level.